here with Nathan Dettmer, Texas Aggie pitcher, but also a proud member, as you can see, of the Savannah Bananas.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, the most fun I've had this summer is following the Savannah Bananas social media accounts with all the goofiness that they've done. If you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. But what did you know that all of this was kind of part of the requirements of being on this team before you got on it, and how have you kind of embraced or accepted it?
Well, I was a little bit aware of it. I got the contract back in November of last year, and I saw that it was for the Bananas, and I had heard of them through just social media before, and I knew of their craziness. But I thought that was only the premier team. I didn't realize that the summer team also did that. So when I was going into it, I thought it was just going to be a normal summer team. And then I get here, and we're still doing all the crazy stuff. But I just fell in love with it, and I decided to go 100%, or what's the point of being there if you're not going to go all in? So I'm getting involved in all the dances, all the videos, and I'm just having a blast.
So I mean, there is a lot to dive into here because there's a lot, but I know I've seen on social media that y'all did a bachelorette style rose ceremony for the starting lineups. You recreated the what was that? What's the movie? Now I can't remember it. The
League of Their Own.
League of Their Own scene.
Mhm.
The No Crying in Baseball as part of a video. There's like a band. There's something to do with muffins. There's kilts. I don't know. Can you at least try to scratch the surface on some of the goofiness that y'all are involved in this summer?
Well, I think really all our ideas just basically come from the great media team and marketing team that we have, and all the interns. And basically every practice that we have, we all come together before and we brainstorm about all these ideas that we can do and all the trends going on and all the dances. And so like the Bachelorette was happening. So they're like, oh, what if we did a starting lineup like the Bachelorette? Because people would be watching it and they think it's funny, and all the videos just turn out to be awesome. And I think they're so funny. And I still find myself watching them over and over again, just to laugh. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So explain to me, let's start with this one because I know we'll kind of have to dive into several of these different things. Explain to
Mhm.
me is it banana ball?
Yes. Banana ball.
Is this something that y'all like actually do during the game, and
Yes.
explain how it all works?
Okay. So basically, well, we normally don't play this, but about once or twice a year, we'll play banana ball. And that's just it's not against anyone in the CPL, but it's just against some other team that's willing to play against us. And so basically what it is, it's just a more fun, more fun way of playing baseball. And so there's a 2 hour time limit. And if you bunt, you're ejected. And there's walks, but when you walk, it's a sprint instead of a walk. You basically have to sprint around the bases until everyone touches the ball, and then it's live. It's just craziness, and you can't step out of the box or it's another strike. So the pitcher can just keep throwing, and just to speed everything up. And the fans love it, and we love playing it, and it's so much fun. And it really just makes baseball fast, and because fans often think that it's a too slow of a sport, and no, it takes forever, but that really just speeds it up, and it's just so much fun to play. Yeah.
And I think, am I not mistaken? There's kilts involved too, right?
Yes, there is. Actually, tomorrow we're going to wear them. We're going to wear kilts for the first time this season. And I really don't know how that idea came to be, but they just decided, let's do something crazy and play in kilts. So I'm all for it. And I actually tried one on this morning, and it's so funny, and it's going to be crazy to pitch in that. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen.
And this is like a league game.
Yes, it's a normal game, and we're going to be wearing kilts.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
I love it.
So like you said, there's dances.
Mhm.
Like you might think of normally like a dance team or something that might like do well, you can tell me what the songs are you do, but like no, the players come out and do the dances, right?
Yes, it's a player dance. So we basically have we've hired this the Bananas have this professional dance teacher to come on and teach us before the game during batting practice choreographed dances that we can do for the fans. And so I've been involved in like 4 or 5 now, and it usually happens in the second inning. We learn the dance before fans get there, and then the second inning we run out there and we all just get all in formation and dance for the crowd, and they go crazy. And so yeah, I've done Beyonce songs, I've done some country songs, I've done like High School Musical. It's just so much fun. That might be one of my favorite parts about this team,
Yeah.
just the dancing. It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Mhm.
so again, I've seen a lot of things on social media, but I need, and the viewers need the deeper information. Something with muffins.
Oh yes, another thing that I've been involved with. So I we don't do it every game, but every once in a while there'll be because we're the Bananas, we'll have banana nut muffins, and one player dresses up as the Muffin Man, and they'll run around the crowd and have this basket of muffins and like be the Muffin Man, and they have an apron and everything. They'll be throwing them into the crowd, and everyone gets free muffins. It's so funny. That's one
That's
of my favorite things too.
And then the other two things that I saw that you can explain to me are, well, this doesn't need explaining. This is actually the thing that I think is the funniest because I played baseball, and was it during a pitching change when everyone comes out and takes practice swings with like whatever inanimate object they could find next to them, or
Yeah, so it's a tradition in at Grayson Stadium, or for the Bananas. Yeah, when the other team they make a pitching change, everyone in the crowd and all the players, we all come out. You can just grab whatever's closest to you and pretend it's a bat, and you got to time up the pitcher. You got to get your timing in with whatever you have in your hand, and it's so funny just to look out at the crowd, and everyone has like I don't even, they have like drinks, and they have like, some people are using their little kid as a bat. They're trying to take their practice swings on them and time them up. It's so funny.
So did you, I mean, I know you said that you didn't know. Oh, well, before we move on to like your take on this, there's a band too.
Yes, there's a pep band that we have. It's like at football games or high school football games, we have one of those. And I don't know why other teams don't have more, because it's awesome. There's always music. They're always playing music. They're always getting involved with some every once in a while they'll walk out one of the players they'll play their walk-up song for them as they walk out.
I saw that. Yeah, that's awesome.
They'll get them hyped up. That's so cool. And it's just awesome. And I love the band. They're so cool. I really like them.
So I know you said when you got out there, you kind of realized that like this is nuts, but like in a good way. Did you have any idea like the depth of the amount of stuff that y'all would be involved with, and how involved it is in planning and everything like that?
I had no idea. I knew there was going to be some sort of antics, but to this level, like I did not know. And really, like as soon as I got here, I really understood that it's like a play. It's like a theater play. There's a script that says everything that's going to happen and what's going to happen at what time and where you need to be when. And you just go by script. And there's these workers that will be sitting on the bench are like, oh, fourth inning, you got to go dance for the crowd, or you got to go throw T-shirts for them. And it's really scripted and it's so professional, but yeah, like goofy at the same time. It's insane. It's so cool.
I mean, I have your stats pulled up here, and I mean, we can talk about that, but stats aren't nearly as fun as what we're talking about. But I mean, you're leading the team just about in ERA with a 0.78 ERA and 23 innings. So congrats to you on a good summer.
Thank you very much.
Some people might say like, hey, this is distracting. Like there's all this, you're not focused on baseball, but it seems like having the fun is helping the baseball as well.
I think, I honestly think like, I really do think all the crazy stuff helps. The goofiness helps. Like normal summer teams, they really aren't like this. And just the bond that we all have, because we're all having so much fun, but yet we're all competing we all want to win so badly at the same time. And we have one of the best records I think the Bananas have ever had. And so just like this group of guys is so great. And what we're doing is really, really incredible. And all the winning takes care of itself when you're having fun. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, it does seem like how much bonding and chemistry goes into just y'all sitting around, because it sounds like you said y'all have meetings sitting around of where y'all can kind of come up with ideas for goofy things to do. Like how much does that bring kind of some of the team chemistry and everything like that, especially when you are bringing together a group of guys that don't normally play each other and might not really know each other?
Yeah. So I kind of learned that when I was new, and because I was a week late getting there, just because I wanted a little break from the Texas A&M season. So when I was getting here, we're all sitting around in the locker room, and we have this little brainstorming session, and everyone that comes up with ideas about what celebrations we can do after runs, or what strikeout celebrations you can have, or something like that, just to make it a lot of fun and make the fans have a good time. And when we're doing that, you really get to see everyone's kind of creative genius, and just everyone starts to open up and not be so shy. And I know I did a lot, because I can tend to be a little introverted, but I really just opened up to this whole team, and I've had some ideas thrown out there and everything. But yeah, it's just so awesome to really bond with the guys over all the craziness I have.
Yeah. Okay. So we don't have to name any names. What's the dumbest idea that got thrown out?
Okay. Okay, I'm not going to name anyone, but I thought it was funny. It was kind of dumb though. But okay, so it was a run celebration, and his idea was to bring out like a cardboard box to the guy who scored. And in the box was like a toy snake. And then you bring the box to him, and he's like, "Oh, what's in this box?" And he grabs a snake, and he like pretends that it eats him. It was we were like, what? Like, we don't even understand how that's a celebration, but it was so funny that we were like, we might just have to do that one day.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you look at, a lot of summer leagues and things around, and it's fun and got people come out. But when I've seen pictures, and I don't know if it's like this every night, but it looks like it is jam packed full of people. I mean, of course, people are going to love this, right? And how is that the atmosphere surrounding all this?
It really does feel like an SEC weekend there. It's just packed with people, and it's crazy. And the whole season's sold out, and we're finally getting COVID restrictions off. So we're 100% now, and actually like 110. I think they're kind of overselling almost. It's crazy. And just the energy, and everyone loves being there. And you'll even go like into the ninth inning, and the stands will look the exact same. It's crazy. I love it so much though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we went through a bunch of the bits that I've seen. Is there any that I forgot out or left out that is a particular one of your favorites, or a video that y'all did that that we didn't talk about that is up there?
I really liked that we redid the Sandlot 4th of July video. I don't know if you saw that, but I really liked filming that. It was so cool. We filmed at night, and I feel like we kind of casted the characters as who they were, and it was so funny just to see them act like the little Sandlot kids. And when we filmed with all the fireworks, it was really awesome. I really liked filming that one.
So, I mean, I guess in a normal summer league, like if you're playing in any other league, you would go to practice, you would go to the game, and then you'd go back to your host family and just kind of hang around and play video games. Is that kind of the cool part about this? Is at the time that y'all probably would just be sitting around doing nothing. You're spending time, choreographing dances and making videos and stuff like that. Is that kind of the trade-off for maybe a normal summer league team?
Yeah, normal summer league, when it's just baseball and sleeping and baseball and eating, and that's it. But for us, it's like my brain's always going with what can happen next. Like it'll be our off day, and I'm just going to the park just to play catch, and I'm like thinking, oh, what if we could do this dance after this run? Or like I'm always like trying to, or I'll maybe we'll have like a TikTok scheduled for the next day, and I have to practice this dance or remember this song. And so it's so funny. Just it really, like, the time goes by so fast because we're having so much fun, and like my brain's always going, and it's not just, I'm never bored here. I really am never bored.
And I take it you probably never get that nervous about your performance, because I mean, you got all kinds of, you just go out there and play, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I get more nervous for the dances and stuff than I do going out there to pitch. And then when I'm on the mound, I think like I've taken my shirt off and waved it around in front of these people. Like what pitching is easy. Like I've done that since I was a little kid. Like that's the easy part. So yeah, all my inhibitions are just gone.
That's great. That's cool. Well, I guess what's the best idea celebration dance that you came up with? What's your favorite of the season?
So it was, I forget when I did it, but it was it was a strikeout celebration to end an inning, and I didn't come up with this by myself. I can't take full credit, but me and my friend, it was like you fake an arm injury, so you strike the guy out to end the inning, and then you fake an arm injury, and then you're like, oh my arm, and then you kind of like do this dance afterwards, and the crowd just went nuts. It was so funny, and then everyone's like, oh, is he hurt? Oh no, he's good. He's good. It's so
That's
funny.
funny. That's
I love
awesome. That's
that.
awesome. So I mean, yeah, with we'll go a little bit more into the baseball
Hmm.
with
Okay.
the kind of competition that you're there. You've have it pulled up. You've struck out 20 batters. Like I said, a 0.78 ERA. Kept the walks down to 12. What have you felt like you've been able to work on, develop while you're out there? Besides your dance moves and kind of what you're bringing back to College Station from the time out there.
Yes, sir. I really focused on using mixing my pitches a lot more. In the spring, I was two seam only and then change and slider, but I've really more transitioned into a four seam, two seam in and out of the plate instead of just throwing that two seam out over and over. And so I can use the two seam as more of like a sinker type pitch, and then the fastball is really just for like command and where I put it right where I want to go, the four seam. And so yeah, that's really what I've been working on, and it's worked really good. I'm really happy with the results, and yeah, really, I guess other than that, I'm working on getting strength and power and just getting a lot bigger and stronger, and I think the rest will take care of itself if I keep working. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's really what I've been working on.
And then I have, of course, have to ask your how much contact and how much conversation you'll be able to have with Coach Schlossnagel and his new staff, and what your thoughts and feelings are about getting back to work with those guys.
I'm so excited, and I've been talking with him and texting with Coach Sloss over the phone, and he seems ecstatic. He seems so happy, and I'm really excited to work with him and the great group of coaches that he's put together. It just seems like he's taken over the college baseball world with all these coaches. Like he's crazy, and just all these recruits that are coming in because they speak so highly of all these coaches, and it's really cool. And yeah, I've been texting with them, keeping them updated on all my stats and everything. And I think he's even seen some of the dances and stuff. So I don't know what he thinks about that. But yeah, I've been keeping in contact with them, and I'm super excited to get to A&M.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, I mean, there's going to be some new faces in that locker room this year with the transfers and everything like that. Are you just going to start the icebreakers with some dance moves and, start kind of bring some of that banana stuff back into the locker room?
I definitely am going to try and bring some of the stuff back. Maybe some dance moves, maybe some singing and dancing in the locker room, kind of to meet everyone and break the ice. Yeah, like you said. But I'm really excited just to talk with all the new guys and feel that new brotherhood and get the atmosphere going. I'm really excited. Yeah.
Awesome.